I think we all know how blessed we are to have this guy at the helm. Please say hello tonight to Mr. Steve Minnis.
Well, thank you, John. It's great having you here as our host tonight, and also Susie as well. Congratulations to everybody being here. The largest scholarship ball in our history, largest sponsorships in our history. So thank you. Nice job, everybody. Congratulations to Colleen and Kevin O'Malley and Lene Westerman for their job as the co-chairs. So thank you for that. John had already acknowledged the board of directors who are doing fantastic work, led by the chair, Mike Kuckelman. I want to personally thank Mike for his service and your leadership. Thank you, Mike. There he is. Yeah. Our shepherd, Archbishop Joseph Naumann, is here. He's such a great supporter of the college, and we're really blessed to be in his archdiocese. Thank you again, Archbishop, for being here. You know, we're also excited to have with us tonight close friends of the college and a real powerhouse couple, the Reverend Eugene Rivers and Dr. Jackie Rivers. Reverend Rivers is a nationally known pastor and a man of peace, and Dr. Rivers is a professor at Harvard University and the executive director of the Seymour Institute in Boston, and they sponsor an internship program that our student speaker Solomon Wallace participated in and are here to lend their support to Solomon. So we're honored to have you here. Thank you so much. And of course, special congratulations tonight honorees, Jack and Kathy Newman. Jack served on the board of directors for 15 years, the last 10 as the chair. He's led the college through a period of tremendous growth that has been due largely to his dedication to our mission. And of course, Kathy has been there with Jack all along. Kathy is one of the most faithful people Amy and I know. She's an inspiration to us and many others. We've been blessed to have the Newman's vision and leadership at a crucial time in the college's history. So thank you and congratulations to Jack and Jack. There they are. Now you may have noticed that I'm sporting some new jewelry tonight. Yes, I was awarded a ring from the 2022 National Champion Women's Lacrosse team. What do you think of that? This team was led by 5 All-Americans and the National Player of the Year and the best coach in the country, Claire Hansen. We loved watching this team as they marched into the #1 team in the country's home field for the championship game and came out on top. We're excited to have that special team with us tonight. Please give it up for the 2022 National Champion Women's Lacrosse team. Nice job. Congratulations, ladies. I see the Dunn table over here, and we remember their matriarch, Jean Dunn, who passed away over the Christmas break. You may remember it as Jean Dunn, who made the foundational gift to build Mary's Grotto on our campus. She was helped by Coach Lou Holtz, the first donor to the grotto, and the late Jane Westerman. I remember when Jean decided to be the major donor to Mary's Grotto. We had invited Jean and her husband Bill to the campus to see where the grotto was going to be built. As we were walking up the Raven Walk to show them where the grotto was going to be, we suddenly heard this big crack, and this huge limb comes falling out of the tree and almost hits Mr. Dunn on the head. It crashes to the ground, and I mean, it was so large, it would have killed him if it would have hit him, right? And after a little pause, finally, Jean turns to me and she says, "You know the devil did that. He doesn't want me here." And at that moment, she decided to build the grotto, and it's been a wonderful place of contemplation and prayer on our campus ever since. So thank you, Jean, and thank you to the Dunns. Now, I want to dispel any rumor that before they came, I was up in that tree sawing that limb off. It's not a true story, although some believe it is. Okay. Well, thanks again for everybody for being here. Tonight, I want to give you an update on the college, how we're doing and what we look to in the future. As you know, our motto is forward, always forward, everywhere forward. We must not be held back by debt or bad years or difficulties of the times, because man's adversity is God's opportunity. And it's been this mindset of forward, always forward, that has allowed us to make history last semester and gave us the vision to transform culture in America through our mission of community, faith, and scholarship. Thanks to the vision to transform culture in America, we are experiencing unprecedented success. In the last 15 years, our enrollment has doubled, and this past fall, we welcomed the largest enrollment in our history at over 2,100 full-time undergraduates. In the last 15 years, we've built 11 new residence halls, 6 new academic buildings, the Murphy Recreation Center, and either built new or renovated every dorm room, every classroom, and every athletic facility on our campus. And 3 more dorms are being built as we speak: St. Gabriel Hall for sophomore men, and 2 new row houses for juniors and seniors. Bishop Fink Hall, the oldest building on campus, will finally be accessible for those with disabilities now that a much-needed elevator is being added. Laughlin Field at Olson Stadium received new turf for the entire field. Now I wanted to tell you a really kind of a special story about this project. You may remember a few years ago when we reconsecrated the college to the Blessed Virgin Mary, we had 1,000 students circle the campus. They buried Pope Blessed miraculous medals in the ground so her graces would surround the campus. So some of our baseball players heard that story. They came to me and they said they wanted to consecrate their field to Our Lady. So last semester, as Father Ryan Richardson blessed the field before the turf was laid, players went to their positions, took Pope Blessed miraculous medals, and buried them where they each played. It was really a moving experience, and it was all player-led. It was really, really kind of a neat deal. And as you can imagine, culture is being transformed on that team. We played some games on that field, and I understand not one error has been on that, so it seems to be working so far. The new facilities that have been built or renovated in the last 15 years are home to top-rated programs. This semester, our nursing school, even though it is the youngest of the 33 nursing programs in the state, was ranked as the #1 nursing program in the state of Kansas. The state of Kansas is recognizing our excellent engineering school with funding for scholarships, and Benedictine College also has one of the few classical architecture programs in the world. We're annually named one of the best colleges in America by U.S. News and World Report, and one of the best Catholic colleges in the country by the Cardinal Newman Society. Benedictine College is truly developing a national reputation for excellence. And this can be seen in our student body. You know, whereas most state schools and small liberal arts colleges will have 75% of their students from their home state, only 20% of our students come from Kansas, making us a national school with a national reputation. This has allowed us to attract national speakers to the campus, which enhances our students' education. This past summer, we rededicated ourselves to helping women and their babies and hosted the only end of Roe v. Wade celebration in America. You can clap for that. That was awesome. We had the largest birthday party for Our Lady in the country on September the 8th, and both of these events, the end of Roe celebration and the birthday party, received national media exposure. And it was this national reputation that attracted 2 other historic events on campus this past semester. The country of Hungary is one of the most pro-life and pro-family countries in Europe. And when the president of Hungary traveled to the United States to speak to the United Nations, she also wanted to visit a college that was pro-life and pro-family, and so she chose Benedictine College. The visit by Hungarian President Katalin Novak marked the first time a head of state ever visited Benedictine College in Atchison, Kansas. And certainly the most important event that will have the longest lasting impact on the college and the culture was the signing of an affiliation agreement between Benedictine College and Catholic Healthcare International to bring the proposed St. Padre Pio Institute for the Relief of Suffering School of Osteopathic Medicine at Benedictine College. You can clap for that. That's pretty amazing. Our campus mission of community, faith, and scholarship will be the perfect home for the Padre Pio Medical School. If everything goes as planned, the first class could start as early as fall of 2026. With a faithfully Catholic medical school opening on this faithfully Catholic college campus with preferred acceptance for Benedictine college students, we will be putting the culture of death on notice. The culture of death and the culture of life has always been at war, and we know God is not neutral between them. Now is the time for healthcare professionals and especially doctors to take back the culture and promote life. Talk about transforming culture in America. This medical school will do it. We appreciate the vision of Jerry Palazzolo and Dr. George Machascu of Catholic Healthcare International to bring a faithful Catholic medical school to Benedictine College. We're excited to partner with them. Both Jerry and George are here tonight at the Scholarship Ball. Please join me in thanking them for their vision to open this Catholic medical school. So yes, we made history last semester, but we're not finished. Our motto is not maintain, always maintain, everywhere maintain, is it right? No, it's forward. It's everywhere forward. All right. Hey, so what's next? Now is the time to turn our attention to the building which is the college's symbol of academic excellence, the library. The library, built in 1967 for an all-male school of 700 students, has not stood the test of time. National benchmarks indicate that one should have enough study space to accommodate 25% of the student body, and it only holds enough for 8%, but even those 8% don't go to the library because it's not inviting. In addition, the roof leaks, the HVAC is not adequate, and the collection is at risk. So what's the plan? The plan is to tear down the existing library, replace it with a beautiful library that will take the college and our reputation for academic excellence to new heights. It will also incorporate academic programs and community building areas that will embrace our mission. And finally, it will include an area that will tell the tale of a Benedictine college that loves this country and believes that the last best hope on earth should be celebrated and the values passed on to the next generation. So now I want to introduce you to a library for one of the great Catholic colleges in America. This is the library as you approach from the west up the drive. The central building contains a museum-quality space for historic displays to tell the story of this country's history and its connection to the Catholic intellectual tradition. It also contains a replica of the Assembly Room, found in Independence Hall in Philadelphia, where they debated the Declaration and wrote the Constitution. And now in Atchison, Kansas, on our campus, we will have a place where our students, as well as grade schoolers and high schoolers in the region, can learn about the history, traditions, and values of our country through mock constitutional conventions or debates. The new library matches the architecture on campus. It is classically designed with input from our architecture department. This new library also creates a new quad and a beautiful space on campus for our students. The new library will increase the amount of study space from 8% to 30%, and it has more shelf space for books, allowing our collection to grow. But the most important benefits of this new library are not the things that can be measured by statistics. The most important benefits are the intangible ones. Our students will enter this building under the loving eyes of Our Lady and will be surrounded by classically inspired beauty, echoing the timeless importance of the liberal arts education that is the foundation of the Benedictine College academic program. As we go to the second floor, the tower room is designed to host special academic occasions, things like thesis defenses and honors capstone presentations. And one of my favorite rooms here will be the reading room, where our students will be immersed in knowledge and their intellectual senses will be heightened. This library will be a building worthy of the dignity of learning elevating the minds of our students and inspiring them to rise to the challenge this environment demands. That's something, isn't it? You can always tell buildings that we're proud of by whether Pete Helgeson and his admissions team include them on the tour of campus. In fact, I had a conversation with a mother during Presidential Scholarship Weekend. She said her daughter had taken a lot of campus tours, and she can always tell if a school has a commitment to excellence whether they take tours into their library. Well, we don't give tours of our current library, and we didn't recruit that presidential scholar, but we will be taking tours into this library. Kelly Valls and her team are doing extraordinary things for the college. Thanks to yes, you can clap for Kelly. Thanks to the many generous donors like Mick and Marlis Haverty, who provided the first lead gift, we are within $10 million of breaking ground for this critical building. This new library will tell the world that we are committed to academic excellence and that Benedictine College is one of the great Catholic colleges in America. Please join us as we preserve the priceless Benedictine legacy of learning and follow their exhortation, ut in omnibus glorificator Deus, that in all things may God be glorified. Forward, always forward. New students, national speakers, heads of state, a medical school, and a new library are happening because of our vision to transform culture in America through our mission of community, faith, and scholarship in a way that only the Benedictines can. Throughout history, we have seen empires rise and fall, but it is the Benedictines who have been there to put the pieces back together. When the Roman Empire collapsed, it was the Benedictines who saved Western civilization. In the 7th century, Pope Gregory the Great sent Benedictines throughout Europe to once again transform the culture and preserve Western civilization. In the 19th century, it was Archabbot Boniface Wimmer who sent Benedictines out to the bluffs of the Missouri River to found an abbey and a college in Atchison. And the Benedictine sisters joined a few years later to found a monastery and a school. And in the 21st century, it is the Benedictines, Benedictine College, that will once again transform culture in America through dynamic community, thriving faith, and inspiring scholarship. And we'll do this through students like Gabby Koval and Joe Roberts and Solomon Wallace and the others that you met tonight, and over 2,100 of them just like them. Students that wouldn't be here without your generosity, without nights like tonight. Benedictine College has never been stronger, and the future has never looked brighter. We are at the dawn of a new age, a new Benedictine college that embraces the things of the past with a new vision for the future. Thank you for your continued support of this special place called Benedictine College on the bluffs of the Missouri River that attracts amazing students from all over the country needing your support. I'm asking you to join us to make an impact on the culture and the future of this country through these students. Let's together move this college forward, always forward, everywhere forward. God bless you, and God bless Benedictine College.